Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back. As you know, I'm Sim UK, this is Fishing North Atlantic, and I was going to live stream this. The last live stream we did on Fishing North Atlantic, it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it, but I'll be honest with you, this game, and more predominantly the developers behind it, have gone so far down in my estimation that the initial excitement that I had for this game's gone. All gone. But, that being said, I am really very excited about trying to fish for crabs. So let's just hope that this buggy mess of a game has at least got some stability in terms of crab fishing. Exit port. Exit the port by clicking the return button in the bottom right corner. Okay. So I haven't got my camera set up today, guys. Sorry about that. But I do, however, have my throttle and everything engaged. This is the first time we're taking this boat out. It's our maiden voyage. Alright, so we fast travelled to that location. Oh look, we've discovered something. Wind farm discovered. Brilliant. How exciting. Alright. Oh, discovered something else. The Buckaroo Bank. Nice. Alrighty. So, it's looking dark. Nice and dark out there. I can see like a green glowing circle in the in front of me. Have I done a tour of the boat? I can't even remember. I don't know where the buttons are. That's to operate the crane. That's to operate the thrusters. Where are the lights? I can't switch on that light because the thruster's in the way. That's not annoying at all. This does look pretty cool. Crane control. Now that you have reached the marked area, it is time to get familiar with the crane control. Go to first person perspective. Go to the crane control panel on the wheelhouse, which is... I don't know where because I can't turn the light on. Right, okay, we can... Oh my god, look at this. Look at the strobe effect. I bet you have to pay extra for that. Is that DLC? Yeah, I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. I am so sick and tired of developers producing games, potentially brilliant games, releasing them in a state like this, and then expecting people to just be okay with it. I'm so sick and tired of it. I really am. This game has got all the potential in the world, and it's going to be fantastic one day. But how dare they keep doing this? This is twice they've done it. Right, what am I doing? Sit down in the chair. Relax. Woosah. Where's the crane control then? Is it this? No. I thought it was over here somewhere. Oh, it's this. No? This? Where is the crane control? Go to the crane control panel in the wheelhouse. Oh, come on. I put my legs through the flipping thing. Was it supposed to go underneath? That hasn't gone underneath, has it? Maybe if I lower it down. Oh, you can't go any lower. I can go higher. Oh dear. The crane control in the wheelhouse. Aha! I see it. Move the crane. Can't see a bloody thing. Okay, I'd just like to point out that if I tap right, it moves that far. So actually I'm not controlling this at all. It's like a mobile game implementation. You press it once to extend. Oh, that's just horrible. As horrible as that is, what that allows me to do is to fully automate this system. And if I actually gave a crap about this game anymore, I'd probably try and do that, but I don't, so I'm not going to. Yeah, left mouse button to grab. Okay, what do you want me to grab? Grab a pot? Grab the pot. Oh, I have to press and hold to grab the pot. And then it just goes inside all the other pots. And you can't go external view from here. It might be better when what the hell's all this here? Look. It might be better when we're not in the tutorial, I guess. Let's hope. Process frozen bait block. Before you can bait and release the pot into the sea, you need to process your frozen bait block with the bait chopper. Looks fantastic. I mean, look at this. This is so nearly amazing, isn't it? Look at this. Looks like a nuclear flipping. No audio at all. No audio whatsoever. The door doesn't have any audio. The machine doesn't have any audio. Not impressed. Bait the pot. Don't even have to open it to bait it. Where's the bait gone? Ah, wow. I really thought this was going to be a lot better than it is. Pull the lever to launch the thingy. Where's the lever? That's to haul the gear. Where's the lever? Is it the other side? Finished. Set pot. Now that you have set your first pot, you need to wait a minimum of 18 hours before you can pick it up again. For the purpose of this tutorial, the time is now skipped forward by 20 hours. The best time to haul in the pots is after 18 to 24 hours. You can identify the time by looking at the outline colour of the buoy on the map. When the outline colour is blue, it is the best time to pick up the pot. More details can be found in the wiki. So it's time to pick up the pot. Is that what you're telling me? Crane control. Use the crane once again to grab and set the pot on the pot launcher. Pull the yellow lever to move the sorting table under the pot launcher. So I've got to leave here and go back down there. How disappointing this is. Oh, what am I doing? Pull the yellow lever to move the sorting table under the pot launcher. Yellow lever, yellow lever. That's not a yellow lever. The lever is not yellow. Open the pot. Why do I have to press and hold? Just let me click on it, for goodness sake. Pull the lever from the launcher to raise the pot. Looks like all these crabs are dead. Empty the crab pot onto the sorting table. Start sorting the crabs. Put crabs you want to keep in the tank whilst throwing those you don't want to keep overboard. Undersized male crabs and female crabs who carry eggs are sorted out and thrown back into the ocean. Use the measuring tool to measure. How do I put it down? Put it in the bucket? Oh, there we go. Alright, fine. So that... Sure, I think that's a female, you know. But we'll keep it. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it. Keep it. Look at the lighting on it. It's so bad. I can't see it properly. And it looks plastic. It's awful. Snow crab is not in season. What? Head to the port of Yarmouth where you'll be able to sell your crabs you've just caught and stored. A mission waypoint has been set up on your map. You can either drive to the port yourself, or if you want, you can also fast travel to Yarmouth automatically. I've got a sneaky suspicion this is going to find me for crab fishing out of season. Oh, hang on, let me just press that. Press M. Oh, okay, I've gone to the wrong port. Where do you want me to go? You want me to go all the way back there? Why does that make any sense? You have successfully docked at the port Yarmouth. This isn't Yarmouth. This isn't Yarmouth. This is Digby. Jeepers creepers, this game is a mess. You can sell your catch by clicking the sell catch button at the top. Okay. I'm trying to. Congratulations, you have successfully sold your catch. This is the end of the tutorial. When you get other boats with different fishing methods, a tutorial will be available the first time. Did we sell any fish? Crabs, rather. Logbook. Well, according to this, we didn't. Honestly, this game. Right, so. Now that awful tutorial is over, we're actually going to try and do some fishing. Actually, before we do, let's just check, because we know what this game's like. Check the town, check the crew on board. We've got 4 on board. How many can we have? But it's quite impressive, I guess, as a boat, isn't it? I like the way that all the pots are stacked up in that way. Pretty realistic. And I know I haven't got my camera on today, but I've got the steering wheel on. I always do. I've got the throttle, Thrustmaster throttle. And that definitely adds to the immersion. Without that, I think I'd be so unbelievably detached from the game, I just wouldn't be able to play it. So you can see we got a 1,000 meter drop off and a whole bunch of crabs all down there just waiting to be captured. So let's get the crew on the case. I can figure out where the phone is. There it is. I have a cook, I have a beta, and in fact that's all we need, isn't it? There's someone repairing as well, why not? If we go external cam. Oh, you're kidding me, right? There is a method here to have my crew do this, right? Yes, oh thank God. Right, somebody's on the crane. Here he comes. It's going to take him a while, I'm sure. Now, is he going to go through the door and up the steps? Because I'll be quite impressed if he does, or is he just going to appear? No, he just appears. That's so disappointing. I thought for a moment they'd actually animated him walking up the steps. I mean, that would have been so cool, but I don't know why I even asked that question, because obviously they don't do that. Toggle preferred empty pot location. Stack pot. Prepare pot. So prepare the pot then. Oh, press R. Okay, thank goodness. I thought for a minute there I was going to have to do the whole bloody thing myself. Alrighty. So now we can kind of sit back, relax, and to a degree, enjoy the experience. Just go straight through the other cages. I'm really not a fan of that. Such a shame. Such a great game. Destroyed by lack of imagination, lack of willingness, lack of ability. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Lack of time, lack of money. Could be any of these things or all of them together. And what's with the crane cable? It's like a bungee cord. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't kick out the crane whilst I'm in first person view. I have to be outside. That's just awful. Ah, this game, honestly. I don't know why I bothered with it. I really do not. Look at the ocean. What the hell's that doing now? It's a new bug they've introduced. What's going on? Oh my god, is this the jello thing? The sea has turned into jelly. I heard about this ages ago. I thought they'd have fixed it by now. This game's just awful, isn't it? Do you know what? They absolutely deserve the negative ratings they've got on Steam. And I'm sure, I'm absolutely certain that when they get everything working properly, the game will get like an 80% positive or more review. But until they've managed to do that, then they deserve every negative review they get. And I was positive. I gave a positive review about this game, and I'm really regretting it at the moment. Well, am I? It's still the best deep sea fishing simulator we've got. It's just not a very good one. That's the problem. This is going to be a very negative video. And not because I'm negative. Look at it. Look what I have to play with. This is crap. This is absolutely crap. How am I supposed to enjoy this? I don't care anymore. I've told you guys in the review what this game was going to be like. I told you you're going to have to put up with a lot of bugs. If you wanted to enjoy the game, you were going to have to suffer a lot of bugs along the way. And that's absolutely what we're seeing here. Needs a lot of work. Like I said in my review, they shouldn't have... No, I think I said it in my rant. They shouldn't have tried to release everything in one go. It should have been DLC. Like the crab fishing should have been a DLC. The lobster fishing should have been a DLC. Then they would have had the financial impetus and the time and the dedication to make sure that each part worked and looked how it should. I mean, I would have loved for Fishing North Atlantic to be all singing, all dancing, no DLC required. But you've got to be realistic. They're a small team. They don't have the resources like EA Games or people like that. You've got to be realistic about what you can achieve and how well you can do it. I'd much rather have a game with less content that is completely bug-free and works as expected, looks fantastic, all the lighting and the shading is spot on, the sea is realistic, you've got ships that can sink. I'd love to see all of that. I'd much rather have just a small game with everything working as expected than a massive game where nothing works at all. Why won't this go in the water? Now what's the bloody problem? Set unbaited snow crab pot. Will someone go and bait the bloody thing? What are you there for? Seriously, you're going to make the captain? Oh my god. You make the captain get up and go and flipping get the bait out of the freezer. This is so dumb. So now there's a massive gap between our pots. Look at the sea coming through the boat still. This is so half-assed. And you're not going to let me put another one in, so it's not even like I can put two in there. Shut the bloody door. Can I open it and do it? Ah, oh, yeah, thank you. You're not going to let me put that one in though? Too many, huh? So what do I do with this then? You've let me take it out of the box, out of the freezer. What do I do with this now? What do I do with this? I'm stuck with this in my hand now. So what happens to the box? Do we lose it? This is just preposterous. It really is preposterous. And they shun me because I highlight the bugs in their game. Seriously. Have you seen the bugs in your game? Maybe if you paid somebody like me some money, we'd come and tell you what all the bugs in your game are. And then you wouldn't have to bloody put people through all this rubbish. Infuriates me. In case you hadn't noticed. I think this is probably going to be my last Fishing Barents Sea video. Because this is just disgusting. This is just disgusting. So many YouTubers out there promoting this content. I haven't watched any of the videos. I wish I had now. Hopefully they've absolutely slated them for how crappy this is. Oh, it's just awful. Sick and tired of dev companies lying to the consumers, charging them for broken content, and then getting a bad attitude when they get negative feedback. Ridiculous. I sent them an email. Let me show you this. Right, check out this. So Yasmin is my go-to communicate at missed games, alright? So I said, hi Yasmin, I hope you're well. Okay, so I see you guys are producing the game yourselves, which is brilliant, brave and cool. But if you release the game in the state that the version I have is in, I fear you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. I've played for 8 hours and found issue after issue, finally being locked into a game-breaking tutorial that completely destroys my entire career. I would like to help provide feedback. If you have a Discord server, I can help identify the most serious issues I'm experiencing. I appreciate the beta version I have might be weeks behind your current version, and I hope it is, but I really do want this game to be a massive success, and in time I'm sure it will be. But release a full game in the condition it is now will not do you any favours, and it is very hard to turn negative feedback into positive after release without a lot of marketing. So I hope you understand, I'm not being harsh, but just concerned, and I want to help if I can. So basically that's when they said, which version of the build do you have? And where did you get the key from? So basically, you know, I extended all the possible support and help I could to this dev team. And I basically offered my time for free to help them get all of these bugs and issues sorted out before release. This, if anything, is a very advanced early access game. So I'm pretty pissed off with them, because what they've delivered is not what they were promising me. They engaged me into the game because they said they realised all the mistakes they'd made in the last one and they weren't going to repeat the same mistakes. Well, they have. They have repeated exactly the same mistakes all over again in exactly the same way. And in some ways they've made it worse. I haven't played Fishing Barents Sea for such a long time because it's so arcadey, so unrealistic and so unimmersive, because everything is controlled for you. You can't make mistakes, the game won't let you. You can't put your pots too close together because the game won't let you. This is the frustration I have with Fishing Barents Sea, which is why I stopped playing it. And it's exactly the same here in Fishing North Atlantic. Now they told me, they assured me that I wouldn't be stood here with flipping pilchards in my hand because I can't do anything with the box because they haven't designed the game properly. They promised me they wouldn't do this, and here I am. I'm absolutely done with this game. I'm done with this game, I'm done with this dev team. I 100% believe they are going to fix all of the bugs in this game and it will become a fantastic game. So release it in early access. Don't tell people this is a complete finished product when this is what you're delivering. It shouldn't be allowed. It should be illegal. And I think Steam, with their 2-hour return process, should honour anybody who has this game and decides they don't want it anymore. Maybe they'll buy it again later in the sale. Do you understand what I mean? Because they've had to put up with so much crap whilst the developers finish the game, If they just release it in early access, then people will say, oh yeah, we've got all these bugs and issues, but it's early access, so we knew that was going to be like part of it when we paid our money. But no, you release a game in full, it needs to be in full. So sick and tired of this dev team. As soon as I get rid of this pot, not this pot, this box of flipping pilchards, I go back inside. Sick to death of these guys, really am. Sorry if you came here for a nice relaxing gameplay experience. I'm just honest. This is the gameplay experience I'm having. It's shit. I hate it. I don't recommend it to you at all unless you like experiencing bugs and crap. I mean, look at the lighting on that person over there. That's shocking. Never again. Never again. Screw this dev team. They're lying, lazy, half-assed, bloody development. Really had enough. And you know what? If it was a crappy game, that had no potential, if it was a crappy game with no potential whatsoever, I wouldn't be so annoyed. It's because this could be such an amazing game if only they listened to the community and prioritised things appropriately. They ruined Fishing Barents Sea. That was a fantastic game, and they made it dumber and dumber and dumber. Easier and easier and easier. It's fine if you want a casual gaming experience, fine. If you've got an IQ over 80 and you want a bit of a challenge, this isn't the game for you. I still got to pull all these pots in yet. I'm sure that's going to be seamless. At least we have an autopilot now. In Fishing Barents Sea we didn't have an autopilot, so you'd have to be running back to the steering wheel every couple of minutes, which was obviously a bit of a flipping nightmare. Why won't you let me put this back in the freezer? So Miss Games have officially blacklisted me from them, so I'm no longer in communique with them. Well, after seeing this catastrophe, I'm blacklisting Miss Games. I don't want to be associated with them in any way, shape or form, or any of their games. So this will be my last video on Fishing North Atlantic. This one's going to go in the Pile of Shit Games collection. Even though it's not a pile of shit game, it's just so far from what I want it to be. So far. So bollocks to them. I tell you what, I tell you who I'd like to see do a fishing game. Playway. Playway would do it correctly. I know Playway graphically is not exactly where I want it either, but if you look at the content, I've been saying this for years, Playway are a very exciting simulation company. The stuff they're producing is, you know, they don't hold back. If something happens in real life, like eating, drinking, sleeping, going to the toilet, they include it in the game. You might argue they don't do it particularly well. I mean, we're not talking AAA game standards here, but the simulation element is there. So if you had, imagine this game, if all of your crew actually had to eat, they actually had to go sit down and eat something. Can you imagine that? If you had to eat something, if you had to sleep, and if you don't, you start getting delirious and then you can't steer the boat or read your dials properly. Things start going wrong. They'd have like the machinery breaking. These are the things that Playway would include in their game, and it would work a darn sight better than this one. So Playway, please. I mean, if you look, they're releasing a bus simulator, they're releasing a train simulator where everything in the train is clickable. All of the buttons, all of the dials, everything is clickable. Is it going to be hardcore simulation? No, it isn't, but it's going to be more simulation than what we're getting at the moment. I would love to see a Playway fishing sim. I absolutely would. What's the competition? What is the competition? This embarrassment? Having said that, if Miss Games pulled the thumb out of their arse and actually did something proper with this game, then this would be very difficult to beat. It showed up then, did you see that? But they won't. They think this is a complete game. Look at it. Look at the lighting and the shadows. Disgusting. Not a complete game, guys. It's an embarrassing game. So anyway, I think we've got nearly all the pots in the water. There's a little bit extra distance on the autopilot. So we'll get them all in. We'll leave it 14 hours, is it? And then we'll pull them all in and go and sell it, and we'll see. We'll just see how profitable it is. If I'm not getting a couple of million, I'm not going to be happy. What did this boat cost me? 5.9, 6.9, something like that. Come on, guys, get that pot baited. Let's chuck it in the jelly. In it goes. Right, well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. Of course, I am going to be... oh, look, they've actually got energy bars now. I don't think that was working previously. That's pretty awesome. Victor, you're the least de-energized, so you can do the cooking. And yeah, that's everybody off the deck. Go jump back into... I mean, here's a question for you. Why do they model all of the downstairs rooms and stuff, and then have everybody go back into this little doorway here where you can't go in and there is nothing? Just easier, isn't it? Notice how he's still walking around the pots even though there aren't any. What a disappointment this game is. Alright, let's go. Where did we start? All the way down there. So pulling it in could be a lot of fun. Quite often I've discovered with this game, if one bit of a fishing experience is bloody awful, then the next bit is usually better. It's like they focused on one bit. What I've found. Alright, let's get up. Go to the clock. Skip for... Oh, I've forgotten how long you're supposed to leave it for. How long do I leave it in there for? It said look at the wiki for more information. Where's the information then? Snow crab, navigation, Gulf of Lawrence, 19 million tons worth, nearly 112 million. Nova Scotia, 65%. United States as boiled. In section products. Yeah. Although there are some year-to-year fluctuations, characteristics. Okay, so it doesn't tell me then. Fish bait, fishing tools. Oh, let's try this. It's probably here. Snow crab. There we go. So, crab pots are used to bait, lure, and catch crabs. The openings for the pots are constructed. Blah 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 blah. Commercial crabbing is a very tough and dangerous job. So you measure the crab. That's what a female crab looks like. What a male crab looks like. How to use. Wait, I'm sorry. So how long do I leave it in the water? It said look at the wiki for information. There is no information. Give me some hours. I don't want to see red, yellow, blue flipping pots. I want to know how long. All right, we'll have to guess. Let's go 12 hours. We got some green. So I think it was 18 if I remember rightly. Leave it for another 3 hours and they should all start going blue. Perfect. Right. Let's get the idiots on board and see what we can do here. So we've got loads of food, which is great. You can have something to eat. Man on the crane. 3 people sorting crabs. Fab. Right, throttle's on. Hard turn to port. Right in front of me, apparently. I can't see it. Is that it there? Might be it. There's a lot of pots out there. Oh, there it is. I see it now. I can see it now. We may have to slow down, at least for the first one. Just so I can get on it properly. I'm not even sure how you pull it in, to be honest. I've not done this. This is the first time I've done it. And we didn't have to do it, did we? In the tutorial, which seems a little odd. Well, that was some awful steering there, Sim. What the hell are you doing? Back her up, back her up. Now straightened out. Let's go. I'll tell you what, when Uncle Jimmy watches this video, he's going to be so disappointed in me. He says, don't have an opinion. Don't share your opinion. Don't get annoyed. Don't let it get under your skin. Sorry, Jimmy. I tried. This game really annoys me. And I'm honest. That's been my problem for a long time. And you'll find a lot of people who have PTSD and sort of head injuries and stuff like that, which is what I have. You'll find that they all suffer... Oh, hang on. I think we're going too fast here. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, this is going to be a bit more time consuming, isn't it? I have to wait for them to pull the pot in before I can go to the next one. Pretty irritating. Oh, don't tell me I've got to tell them what to do the whole way through. I don't want to set the pot. I want to put it back. Yes, haul the pot. But there's a... How can I haul the pot when there's one there in the way? Why hasn't the crew member put the pot back? What's going to happen here? Is it just going to put the pot on top of the other pot? How are they going to deal with this? Did it just vanish? I think it just vanishes. Oh look, we got some, I think, tuna? Swordfish? The swordfish. Not that I care, because I'm never coming back into this game again, but yeah, if you're looking for swordfish, guys, there's some here. Come and have a look. It would be kind of cool, actually, if the fish migration... Oh, wouldn't it be brilliant if this was MMO? And you were effectively playing against other people. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that idea. I want to develop that game myself. That would be so good. Horrible, isn't it? As soon as I pick the pot up, it actually stops the boat dead in the water as well. What are we waiting for? What's the problem? Hello? What the hell is this? Stack pot. Oh, I see. There's a tag in the middle. That's so weird. Alright, well, stack the pot then. Put you on stack pots. Stack the pot. What is going on with this game? Honestly. Don't stand there pretending you're doing something. What? How am I still controlling the boat? I don't want to control the boat. I want to control the crane. No, I'm up here, look. Right, Thomas. Thomas. Thomas! Oh, it's crashed. It's crashed. So, okay, I think... I say it's crashed. It has crashed. Because I can't drag him off or do anything. I could probably drag someone else off, but I can't drag him off. If I put her there, no. So I think what's happened is, because that was toggled to empty pot, this pot is now ready to be launched, but it's unbaited. So if we put Victor on there, he'll come out, he'll bait this pot, then we can drop this pot in the water, and then we'll be able to pull the next pot in. I think that's what the problem is. So let's just bait this pot. So the mechanic, basically the algorithm they've used for the logic here puts the definition in the wrong place. Oh yeah, can't put it within 100 meters of another pot. All right, let me back it up, and then we'll be fine. But how did it stack the first pot? I guess I must have switched it at some point and not realised that I'd done it. I didn't even realise it was a switch. I mean, it's obviously a toggle now that I see it as a toggle. You've got to remember, I've got a microphone in front of my face as well, so I can't actually see that part of the screen very well. I think that could be better explained. Look how that pot is hanging off the edge of the boat there like that. Right, okay. So that's what the problem was. We can go forward now. Hopefully he'll just pull that pot in. Is he going to pull the pot in? He's not going to. He can't pull the pot in. The logic is broken. There's a gap in your logic. Missed games. It looks like this isn't going to work. I wonder if I could do it manually. That might work. Except I'm still stuck here now. Kill the engine. See if I can go and manually pull it in. Because if I can manually pull it in, I'm sure it'll all start working again. This pot is too heavy to be carried by hand. So I need the crane to pick it up. Oh, great. So we're stuck then. Because this moron will not let go of the crane. The only thing I can think of doing is pausing time. I can't save whilst hauling. Here we go again. So everything I've done today, I really couldn't be less impressed with the dev team, their attitude towards the mistakes that they've introduced into their own game, and the game itself. Everything about it right now is just horrible. And I won't be playing this game anymore. So if you join the channel to watch Fishing North Atlantic, I'm really sorry, but there's probably nothing here for you anymore. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say, like, give it 6 months to a year and maybe I'll come back and take another look at it. But to be honest with you, their attitude is so bad, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. I think I might just draw a line under this company in this game, and I think I'm going to change my review on Steam as well. I don't see how I can recommend this. It's a horrible game, and the dev team's attitude towards it is just wrong. So disappointed. I really had high hopes. I'm so disappointed. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, guys. Apologies. Horrible video. Wasn't fun to make. I'm sure it wasn't fun to watch. I won't see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.